There's really no other way to put it. NorCal was tough. Thick. 7,000 feet today. It's really hot. It's in the high 80s. 30 minutes later, thunder and lightning storm, the rain, a bit of hail. So let's get what you wish for around here. Northern California. Hot, dry, and windy. Here. I'd been walking alone for the best part of a week and was really starting to get into the rhythm of it. Also, with no one to talk to but the camera, maybe a little crazy too. So these have got to be my new favourite American food. Uncrustables, a pre-packaged peanut butter and jam sandwich with the crusts cut off. It doesn't get any better than that. It was coming up to the 4th of July, and I was heading to Lake Tahoe. There's a campground there that keeps a spot for thru-hikers, even on a busy weekend like this. And the best part? It was free. We'd also heard rumours of free beer a little further north. It felt like the perfect excuse to meet up with the family again. So, after a night in the campground, we found ourselves at the Donna Ski Ranch, and the rumours did not disappoint.
We have 40 ounces of beer in a container larger than I've ever seen.
It had been 3 weeks since we'd had a day without walking, and we were feeling it. With the holiday and civilization close by, it seemed like the right time to get off our feet for a minute. One of the trail family's brothers lived in Truckee and had offered us a bed. But the bed was not the headline.
I wanted to show you. So
that night was raclette night.
You take cheese, and then you wait it to melt.
Vive la France.
You just pour it in your potatoes. I wanted to show you.
One night in Truckee quickly turned into 4, and there was no shortage of things to do. We were getting a little too used to this lifestyle, so someone had to make the call.
Maybe we should start hiking again.
After a few well-needed days off, it was time to head back on trail. Which also meant getting back to trail food. I realised I've lived 34 years without knowing what a Twinkie is. Creamy. Soft, chewy, delicious. I see why people know about it. I love them. Maybe with the exception of that Twinkie, getting back on the trail this time was one of the hardest moments of the whole journey. Leaving comfort behind, going back to 12-hour days in the wilderness. Long days, dry, dusty trails, and less dramatic scenery led us to feel a little burnt out. Which was fitting. Northern California has been ravaged by fires over the last few years. For an entire week, we walked through a burn zone. It was stark and a little unsettling. Less shade, more heat, and nowhere to hide from it.
It's very exposed as well.
Still, the trail always found a way to give a little back. And, as usual, the kindness of the locals never failed to surprise us.
We spoke to a man and he gave us beers and water. We can put them in the water and they'll be cold.
Wow.
For all of the grind, Northern California is still beautiful, just in its own way. Rolling green hills washed in wildflowers.
Eat the plant. Eat the plant.
Lush green mossy forests. The rugged mountains, comparable to those in the Sierra, with lakes and rivers cutting and rushing through the valleys. It's a true rugged beauty. It's not as sculpted as the Sierras, but it has its own kind of wild. And there's plenty of side quests for the more adventurous. There's natural geysers that sit on active volcanic ground, steam hissing out of the earth and the smell of sulfur hanging in the air. Some of the biggest waterfalls that I've ever seen, stretching hundreds of feet into the air. Then there's the lava caves.
It's a pretty big cave.
Old volcanic tunnels formed when molten rock drained away and left hollow passageways behind. Probably a good time to charge a head torch.
Okay, so we're in the subway cave and my headlamp just died and it's pitch black. So this is perfect.
But the biggest moment wasn't a side quest.
I'm recording it right now. Halfway.
We had reached the halfway point of the PCT. And it came with mixed emotions.
Halfway in the PCT. Second half is looking very difficult.
We were halfway through the best thing that we had ever done. But what did halfway mean? This walk had become our entire life. It felt like all that I'd ever known. This was just how life worked now. So was it all happening too quickly? Or was there simply too much ahead? It's hard to answer this when you're standing right in the middle of it. But looking back, I now know that it was exactly where we were meant to be. With half the trail behind us, we'd learned a few things by now. We needed to make our lives as easy as possible for what was up ahead. So we took the opportunity to change some gear, ship some things ahead and, well, lighten up a little.
Hi, I'm Dilly, and I just lost 2.5 kilos.
Hi, I'm Solen and I just lost 2.2 kilos.
Hi, I'm Tube. I'm only lost 1 kilo.
I'm PFT, and I lost 2 kilos. So today we are getting rid of this little box. Yeah, it's a glorious day and it's lighter packs.
Woo!
Everybody.
Okay, I'm going ultralight. I had this book and I ripped off all the challenging ones and all the answers because I don't need to know if I'm right. And I put them in the hiker box. And then I ripped off all the easy ones because I don't need that either. And all I have is the medium ones that I love.
And in all the excitement, for some reason, I shipped my rain jacket up to the next town.
Thunderstorm.
So I've dug a little trench and I now have a river flowing outside my tent.
It's been a crazy storm.
Crazy.
There's this idea about thru-hiking that you walk with your trail family all day, border to border. But in reality, that's just not how it works. Most days you see each other at breakfast, maybe at lunch, and then again at camp. The hours in between are often spent scattered alone on the trail. And after the Sierra, the dynamics of a trail family can change. We were confident and more independent now. Some people wanted to walk bigger miles, others shorter. And some just wanted to enjoy more time alone. I didn't know it at the time, but this would be the last night that we camped together as a family. So, just like that, the boomers went their separate ways, and Dilly and I went on ahead. It felt strange walking without the family. Our solo stretches earlier had been a choice, but this wasn't a challenge that we'd set ourselves. It kind of just happened. But this new adventure presented something different. A clean slate. You make your own decisions, just for you. You no longer wait or are waited on by others. You linger with a view just a little longer, simply because you can. You also open up a little more to the world around you. Without a trail family, we met new people, heard new stories, and connected in ways that don't always happen when you're moving as a tight-knit unit. And not always in the ways that you'd expect.
It's like the Ocarina of Time, playing magically in the woods.
So cool. That's like giving me nostalgia vibes from, my N64 days.
I'm glad. Hi.
Nice little rainstorm last night. Left the shoes outside the tent, so they're completely soaked. And should have about 6 hours of walking in soggy feet. As we continued to move north, we started to hit more rain. And the changing weather felt like a sign. We were close to the Oregon border.
There it is.
Yay!
It's strange how much a line on a map can matter out here. To anyone else, it's just a border. But for us, it was a true milestone of progress. Maybe even more so than the halfway point. After living inside California for so long, after the desert, the Sierras, and the grind of Northern California, stepping into a new state felt like real progress. It felt like something had truly shifted. Oregon promised change. Different weather. Different forests. Different towns. Different sales tax. And after everything we just walked through, something else that we kept hearing about. Flat. Glorious, flat trail.
Trail name is Beetle. The reason I got my trail name is because I attract a lot of critters. Being in right in the eye. The bug came straight from my eyeball. It's off to a great start. Oh my gosh, of the whole trail. What? Okay. Sorry, this is a hard one too. Let's see.
We can ask for a line. Hey Ash, what would be Beetle's happy?
Has to be every time she gets a milkshake.
What about your crappy thing that happened?
Oh, probably when I woke up in the puddle. It's normally a cowboy camp, but it seemed like it was gonna rain. So I was getting the tent up to avoid waking up wet. But unfortunately, I set up my tent at the bottom of a little hill, so all of the rain just pooled right up where my tent was. So there was enough water that I woke up kind of partially floating on my air mattress inside my tent. Yeah, and my phone and power bank were charging next to me, so they were submerged. And then I was without navigation for a day because I had no idea where I was going or where the next water was.